Hi Philip, I did all the research that you wanted me to do on the graduation rates, and I found something that is very, very interesting. My summary is as follows. I will show you in a couple of minutes what the summary is. Here is my analysis. First, let me summarize my findings. The CIS graduation rates, this is what I did. I looked at the CIS graduation rates before the introduction of GMAT and after the introduction of GMAT. This is for the MSIS program. Something that was very, very interesting is the fact that the graduation rates were nearly at the top in comparison to the university and college graduation rates. These are for the CIS graduates. Now, other interesting finding here was that the pre-GMAT GRE graduation rate for the MSIS graduates were equally good, and if not, I repeat, if not better than the post-GMAT GRE graduation rates. I will show these things as we go further in this presentation. Now, what happened to the computer science graduation rates? Based on the limited data, their program is a recent program, so we have very limited data. I would say it's not very good, but less than the current rates of CIS majors. But I think here we are comparing apples and oranges. My previous comparison of CIS graduates before GMAT and after GMAT would be more appropriate. So based on my findings, these are the recommendations that we would like to make. Remove the GRE GMAT requirements for a period of 3 years, for an experimental time period. The other important thing, I believe, is that the admission to the MSIS program, that's the one you're seeing here, must be managed by the IS department. It's important that we do that because we apparently did a good job doing that before we introduced GMAT. After we introduced GMAT, everything was taken away from the department and done by somebody else. So monitor the graduation rates for 3 years after the removal of GRE and GMAT. And depending on the outcome, you would want to permanently eliminate or reinstate the requirements. So these are the suggestions that we are making. Now here are the details of what I was talking to you about. One thing is that the CIS graduation rates comparison to university, you would see that this is for a period of 1998 to 2002 cohorts. This is the very latest information released by the institutional research. Now if you look at it, you will see that CIS MBA students have one of the highest graduation rates in the whole university, as a matter of fact. And our MSIS students are equally good. The graduation rates are very, very good. The other thing that you want to see here, this is the comparison within the college, and we will see that the CIS MBA students still have the highest graduation rates, and we are talking about the cohorts here, 1998 to 2002. The MSIS students also have a reasonably high graduation rates. This is a 3-year CIS graduation rates for the master's degree program. Now let's look at the MSIS enrollment here. This is an interesting prelude to what I'm going to say. We started the program somewhere around 1997. We picked up, and you can see that all these yellow bars are the enrollments before we introduced the GMAT and GRE. Now here it's picking up. This is the start period here on this one. And you can see that we skyrocketed in terms of our entrance. Now we introduced the GMAT GRE requirements somewhere in 2001. All the blue bars represent the post-GMAT enrollment. You could see that there is an immediate drop in the enrollment of our graduate students. Now, what is the 3-year MSIS graduation rates? We looked at this in particular. This is a 3-year graduation rate of MSIS students. You could see that all the yellow bars here are pre-GMAT and the blue bars are post-GMAT. You can see the graduation rates. At the beginning, when we started, it was kind of just getting into place, so that's why you see a lower bar here. But I would argue and say that pre-GMAT graduation rates in general are as good as the rest of the graduation rates. If not, I would say it's better. It's better. Look at these bars. They are better. Now the next thing that we want to do is, let's look at the 4-year MSIS graduation rates. 4-year means the time period within 4 years after they started their degree. So these are students who started their degree in 1997, and how many of them graduated within 4 years? There's 100%. I think that this is not a very good one because very few people, I believe. And 1998 and so on, you will see that the graduation rates for our graduates pre-GMAT is equally good, if not, I dare to say, is better than post-GMAT. Now we have the 5-year persistence rates. Persistent rates means all those who have graduated and all those who are still pursuing a degree in MSIS continue to pursue and try to complete, I would say. Again, you can see the yellow bars are pre-GMAT and the blue bars are post-GMAT. You could see that they're equally good, if not better. So this is an important fact. So as I said earlier, the graduation rates are very good, equally good, if not better. The beginning MSIS program until up to 2001, and we introduced GMAT in 2001. The enrollment went down, and even the graduation rates haven't improved. As a matter of fact, I was in the room in the office of the institutional research, and the director of institutional research was with me. He glanced over my shoulder and said, I'm paraphrasing what he said, it looks like the introduction of GMAT basically deterred good students from enrolling in your program. This is what he said. It was an impulse reaction to the results that were shown. Now look at the computer science graduation rates. They started in fall 2004, so they don't have much information. So I was able to go and extract at the office a detail for 2005, because 3 to 4 years graduation came close to 2008 and 2006. They also have a program called the BS plus MS blended program, where the students from the BS immediately go into the MS program if they did extremely well in the BS program. So I excluded them. They did not sit by anything whatsoever. If you look at it, I would say the graduation rates are not very good. This is for the people who started in 2005. So far, 30% graduated. There are 6 still in the program, so we can say the persistence rate is 60%, which is all right, but which is not very good. There are various reasons for it. So, some observations. The MS in CS graduate program is new, may take longer to graduate. The international, but I would say that in the long term, the international students who enroll in the program tend to graduate because of they are full-time students to start with, and number 2 is they have a lot of investment in terms of higher fees and the full-time student status. The next thing I want to say is I have already told you what my recommendations are, so I don't want to go through that one more time. Remove GMAT, GRE, and basically for 3 years monitor and see how we do. So that's my recommendation. Here is some appendix that you might want to go through later on. Here are the appendix contains information like the graduation rates, all the information that I obtained from institutional research. Now, having said that, Phil, I think it's extremely important that we move in that direction now of eliminating GMAT and GRE. One of the other important factors that I like to tell you is this. If you look at our undergraduate program, we have 52 units taught in our undergraduate program by CIS faculty members. In our master's degree, we are teaching 45 units by the CIS faculty members. So as far as we are concerned, both the undergraduate as well as the graduate program have the same weight. One major in graduate is almost equal to the one graduate in the undergraduate program. I think that graduate program in our case is extremely important. It can give all our faculty members the necessary research base and many courses to teach as well. So I appeal to you, Phil, to consider this and perhaps facilitate our effort in removing the GMAT and GRE. And I promise you, I assure you that we will do well. And I thank you for your time. Hopefully we can answer your questions when we meet you in person. Thank you.